Hello guys, how are you today? Today I'm going to show you how to resume a print if the print stop in while you're trying to print a your object. If it gets stuck or stop or fail for some reason, for mine I'm not sure what happens, but it seems like after updating the firmware, sometimes my print gets stuck or just reset or just stop with no errors, and mostly because most of the time I've used my USB cable to send a print, and for the long prints I use the SD card. So I have figured out a way to quickly fix your G code and how to resume the print from the last year. And I have also designed a web page where you can put some your G code, your uh, and few information which will generate a new code, a G code for you, and you can just paste and start. So let's start it. So before we have to before we fix this issue, make sure that you do not take out the print or just do not touch the pad, just leave it as it is. Where is it? Okay, and the only thing we need that if you have a steel scale or a caliber scale, so we need to take the measurement of the height of the object, whatever has been printed so far. So let's say let's say let's move this, as you can see on videos, and go down. Oops. Come on. What happened? It's all good. So it's touching, and based on my it's around 2.4 millimeter height. Okay, it may vary because of the first layer, so make sure that you let me do it again. Sorry, I'm holding mobile from one hand. Oopsie. As you can see, it's around 3.0. I can still see some gaps, so I'm not sure where it's stopping. So for the safe side, I will use 2.8, and let's go. Okay, so I'm back on my machine. As I told you that I have designed a web page for you guys uh, that will help you to simplify the resume print or resume a print if your print have been failed due to X reason, or your printer just restarted or something, or whatever have happened. And you can also this to actually print more layers or anything else on top of any exiting print. But first let's see how we can resume the print, because I know the Creality have a resume print option, but it's only if the power loss. In my case, not sure what happened, but it's just stopped. My printer get restarted. When I say restarted, it doesn't have power loss, but it's for some reason just stopped in the middle of the print, and uh, and it just reset, and then I have no way to resume it. So I come with this solution and thought it's better to create some kind of calculation page where you just put the your G code here and your layer height. It will try to detect from the G code, and the Z offset, whatever the Z offset you have set in for your printer. This is very important for it because it do all the calculation. It will move the nozzle to the last layer of the print, of the exiting print, which have been failed, or for the exiting print, and this is really important. and make sure that a and if you enter the wrong numbers, it might delete your not delete sorry it might destroy your exiting print. So make sure you get the accurate numbers. And how there are two ways: you can either go to your printer on your screen uh, under the control, and you can see what's your Z offset, or you can just connect your printer with the USB and use any across any serial communication software, and just enter this G code, which will return you give you a bunch of information. And then you need to find something like this or like this. So you this is my printer Z offset. Also, then you need to do you need to take the measurement of your exiting print, which I have showed you in my previous video. When I say previous video, not in the new YouTube video, in the same video in the start. And that's important because on this calculation I will figure it out how many layers have been printed and from where I have to start the new layers. Okay, so this is also an important factor. You can use any scale if you have available if you have a caliper scale, you can use that as well. And this is the extruder temperature. It will also try to get information from your G code, but if for some reason it's not there, or you want to change the temperature, make sure you change the numbers. This is a default which I find good for PLA and good for the PLA for the first layer. But if your print is already printed like more than first layer, couple of layers, then you probably no need to for the bed. You can make it 0. Let's copy the G code of my print which stopped while it was printing, and let's select all, copy, paste. Okay, your window might get a little laggy due to the size of the text have been copied, so be patient. Let's click on this, and you can see it finds out but I did one mistake, that I need to put my this, and 3 was my total height, whatever printed so far. Let's click again. Okay, it's doing. There you go, it's completed. So if you scroll down, you will see this text box. It's a little small, so you probably need to select all and copy and notepad and paste, scroll all the way around. Okay, cool. So now you can see that I have modified all the Z's to make it work with the new values, and also I have did some modification on the start G code, and the main thing, just make sure that this G code I have tested with the Marlin framework firmware. Sorry, so make sure that you're using the right firmware to use this calculation part, to use this web page or calculator. Okay, so what I'm doing, let's move to the home, auto home. Let's set the bed temperature. Okay, and export temperature, modify. Oh, that's my name. I have copied this from my Cura startup G code, the whole thing. And what I did, I have just removed the element that should screw 3 millimeter. We don't want that. Okay, so please do change this if you want. If it's required, please do change it and make it suitable according to your printer. Okay, print this message, turn on the fan, and start move the nozzle to the layer where it has to start and start filling it. And that should be good. So let's try and test on my printer. Let's try to resume this and see how it goes. Okay guys, so I have fixed the G-code issue. What was happening because after making to the home X and Y and Z, it's resetting its previous Z sets. So what I have done in my web interface, I have replaced all the Z with the new positions. So uh, there should be a they should work perfectly fine. And let's wait for the heat up, and then I will and let's see. And I've also removed the extruder extra extruder output from the startup code, so that it should not exclude 3 millimeter of filament. I have left it 0, and once the G code start, it should start and fetching the filament. Let's see. Okay, so it's nearly there. Let's remove the old one. Oops. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's hot. Do not use your fingers to remove the extruder. Ah. It's gonna set the home. So you can see. Z is 13. Now it's moved to up, and now it should go to 15, and then it should go to down. Oh my god. It's yes, it's resumed successfully. Yup, it's working fine. You can see. Let me take a closer look. Uh, Yay! Let's see. Um, let's wait for the print to complete. It will take another 5 hours. So, see. Let's wait for it. Hey guys, so my print just got printed, and it looks fine. As you can see, there is no. Oops, I can't. It looks good. So I hope that will help others to fix their failed prints or stopped prints or whatever. Cool. See ya. Bye.